funny enough, I saw such an uproar. I never thought I'd see this day. People asking for more ships. What? And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, all you Gungans, Droids, and the key out of the Conants, and all you scarvy-looking pirates out there. Welcome to today's video where we are doing our little weekend news breakdown. Break it down. In my days. I don't know. I'm trying to be like Timbaland or whatever. Was that Timbaland? I'm pretty sure that was Timbaland. Anyways, come on in, people. I need your help. I need each and every one of you guys to like today's video because we are putting a petition out there for CG. We're calling you before we even get to any of the news today to wrap up your week. Super duper important. We need a petition to change Ezra's name on the screen to Jabba. This is key lore that we need. So people, we got to make the most. If we're getting Hondo out of this, we got to make the most out of this era. Let's give a like to it. We're going to talk about the first batch of requirements that we got in terms of the relics. Some good, some annoying stuff about it. A lot of good stuff we got. We're going to talk about the Order 66 raid, just kind of a quick little funny stuff. And also freebie packs, and then maybe a pirate fleet coming around the corner. Super duper interesting. So the first thing I want to do is talk about some Order 66 jazz here. Now, the other day we put out a raid guide on it, card at the top right hand corner, went over a ton of stuff. Hopefully it helps a lot of people, whether you're free-to-play player, people at the newer team spending money, whatever, or you're gonna get there one day without spending money. I have a ton of guides out there, so hopefully that's gonna help you guys max out your score for this first round. Actually, I'll show my score. Basically, all the stuff I could do currently in this raid, max out all my scores. Really, it's just a function of how many more relics I want to throw on. I got 11.1 million. It's very easy to get max scores once you understand the trick. So go check it out. Basically, I need like a fifth team that could do something special. My fifth team is basically the Pirates, and they're kind of non-existent right now. So anyways, doing all right on my end over here. Otherwise, again, if you haven't checked out the guide, please do go check it. Yes, it's mostly a paywall thing right now. Unfortunately, I don't make up the rules for this. But there's a couple of cool solo tricks and more free-to-play accessible teams. But also, in case you missed it, during the Order 66 raid release, they're giving out free 66 Temple Guard shards only in the web store. Very important. You go to the web store, there's a $10 pack, you put it in your cart, and you got to make sure to type in the promo code Jedi Temple to get this for free. That is a lot of shards and goodies right there, right? Freebies are freebies. If you don't know where the promo code is, you got to make sure you click on apply promo code before you pay. And some people said they avoided the credit card thing by just using PayPal or whatever, so you don't have to get charged on your credit card if you don't want to give them your 3 wacky numbers. I completely get it. So one thing to do note, if you do this and you care about your free-to-play badge of honor, you will lose the Gatherer thing. Again, I have to care about it because people super scrutinize, rightfully so, my free-to-play account, right? And this is your proof that you are a free-to-play indeed. So if you get that pack, even for free, you'll lose this. I think even they did like a Mall Sauvage pack a while ago. It takes away your free-to-play badge of honor. You're still free-to-play in my book, but if someone's like, show me your ID that you're free-to-play, you're like, and they're like, you're not free-to-play. You can't prove it. You can't prove it. Anyways, don't get me going on that whole spiel there. Anyways, just want to make sure you got that. A lot of free shards. Take advantage of it if you don't care about losing your Gather free-to-play badge of honor. All right. So we talked about this petition here. They got to do this. It's a big miss. At least put like a parentheses, Jabba. I don't know. We got the first batch of requirements as well in this most recent update. And some good, some annoying things about it. Right now, Hondo, as much as he's a Galactic Legend in my heart, I like the character. He's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. I don't know if he's really a Galactic Legend, but if you're doing a Pirates and you have to have a Pirate Galactic Legend, there is, again, there's a lot of pirates out there. Most of them I kind of feel like are more like, nuanced, niche. This is the pirate. This is the Pirate Galactic that you got to do. I'm excited to see all the rest of the requirements here because they're doing a lot of fun nods here. Of course, Captain Athano is going to be required. Relic 3, I could have sworn they said Relic 5. Maybe they changed it, edited it, or maybe my tactical scanners needs to get recharged. Relic 3. We haven't seen many Relic 3 stuff in a long time, so that's nice to see that. Cool. Hondo and Naka required at Relic 9. I was hoping, because again, we see a lot of mixed bag reactions regarding this new raid. I think it would have been a slam dunk if they just make this one of the more accessible Galactic Legends. They're swinging already with a Relic 9. But again, hey, at least it's good for platoons, right? Oh, so that's the sad part about it. I'm hoping they stop there. Please, CG, no more Relic 9s. Kind of keep the rest of this the way it is, where some of these are characters you already have. Like Veteran Smuggler Chewbacca, yes, it's a bit annoying. I don't want to relic up a character like this because He's not a great character, but the good news is a lot of you guys probably have him at Relic 3 already for Galactic Legend Raven, maybe Lightspeed bundles. So that's good. It's kind of almost a giveaway. Of course, they're not going to have it at Relic 3. They're going to make you bump it up a few levels. That's always the trick to this game. It's like, all right, you got it. Well, we got to go up a few more levels, right? And then the big thing, actually, I'm fine about the Veteran Smuggler Chewbacca. I think this is kind of a nod to the Flight of the Millennium Falcon ride outside of Galaxy's Edge. So I'm okay with Veteran Smuggler Chewbacca being there. It seems like that's kind of the lore connection, right? Seems like a fun one. And then there's Ezra Bridger at Relic 6. So again, nice that's not even Relic 7. Again, they need to put Jabba there. Oh, if they put Jabba, I'll be so happy. Please, just like do parentheses Jabba, please. And then even make it like Ezra's like temporary name in the game too. I'll be happy. If you do that, everyone's gonna be like, you know what? I'm wailing out on all your characters. Can I promise that? No, but I'm gonna pretend I can promise that. So overall, not a horrible start. Again, we know there's always been new marquees. There's no avoiding that Captain Thano. We're gonna get him next week. I'll be honest, I'm foreseeing a pretty, interesting day of testing. We could be completed, or maybe there'll be something fun that we could do with this. Maybe we'll focus on 3v3 testing when we unlock them next week. And again, I know we already went over all the drama about the pirate era that we're going to be going into. No matter whether you love the pirates or you hate them, I do agree. I think there's probably more important eras. Like I would have loved to have another Old Republic era, but again, I think they have to kind of keep with what's going on in Star Wars. We had a lot of pirate stuff last year, so I feel like maybe this is a forced thing on them potentially. Anyways, I think you got to appreciate something about Galaxy Heroes. They're able to go where, there's not many other Star Wars games to begin with right now, but they're able to go where even the old Star Wars games, they don't really go. All these even obscure characters, whether from canon, lore, or extended universe, able to kind of go into depths that you never expect. I think that's one of the cool things about the Galactic Legends, or just in general Galaxy of Heroes. So I'm looking forward to seeing what pirates come. Of course, Quiggold is the MVP. You all know that. But again, if I was running a game, listen, you got to cut CG some slack. The fact that they haven't broken glass in case of money making needed, they could have done Old Republic stuff, do a Galactic Legend Revan. They're holding it. They're holding that card in their hand still. I digress. Let's hope we kind of stick similar to this theme of characters we have. Maybe bump up a few Relic levels. Not a lot of Relic 8s. Hopefully not a lot of Relic 7s. Please no more Relic 9s. Please CG. Please. All right. With that said, now since we're on this topic of Hondo and pirates, the data mines that came out this past week, super interesting. Let me tell you guys. Let's go back over here real quick. So if we go take a little peek at, I forgot to mention on top of that, they updated Hondo's kit reveal. It was not there when I read it. He will be a dark side Galactic Legend. People are hoping, oh, cool, a neutral Galactic Legend. No, they're going dark side. Remember, this is the Clone Wars variant. Maybe you can argue that the Galaxy's Edge Hondo that we currently have is neutral. All right. Also, I want to put this out there before I talk about this. Someone can make an argument that Hondo is a well-known character, because how many millions of people visit Disney, go to Galaxy's Edge, whether in California, Florida. I don't know if they have Galaxy's Edges in the other locations like in Japan, France, and whatnot. You know how many people come across Hondo? Think of how many eyeballs have visited him. That's something to keep in mind. Maybe a lot of familiarity. It's like, hey, you can get this guy in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. But anyways, the Clone Wars Hondo, I don't think he's very neutral or light side. Again, matter of perspective, what's light, what's dark, right? Some people would say the Rebels are the dark side, but I'm not here to debate Star Wars philosophy, but just want to let you guys know he will be a dark side Galactic Legend. Fortunately, the neutral tag is, I feel like, more of a detriment than a benefit, especially with Datacrons being a focal point of games. Neutrals don't always get the benefit too much from that. Anyways, this is something interesting. In the data mines, we have a lot of pirate ship related things showing up. Now, funny enough, when Hondo was confirmed and all the other pirate shenanigans, funny enough, I saw such an uproar. I never thought I'd see this thing. People asking for more ships. What? Well, yes, a lot, especially on when I saw on Reddit, it's like a lot of people are like, did CG forget that there's ships in the game? Now, again, I think it's obvious why we don't get a lot of ships, because if it takes as much time as the character sells way better than the ship. Plain and simple. You got to follow the money. You only have so much time in this world. Well, you're going to do more of what people actually buy. The characters are the forefront of this game, plain and simple. Let's not even argue about it. But we see a lot of pirate ship related things. Now, this is going to be, looks like from the data mine file, the background of the episode. So when you go to the episode pass, you see that there's background splash art, right? If you go here, I think it's the Order 66 Temple with the clones marching up. Now, it doesn't have to mean anything, but it's usually on point with what's going on this season. And here we have, the Order 66 raid, and we're in the Order 66 raid. So There's some other stuff too besides just the splash art, but this I believe, oh boy, I believe this is Silvo's frigate, right? That he had it and Brutus, the Wolf Boy, took it over. It's kind of a big-ish ship. Oh gosh, I don't know if one would consider this to be a capital ship, but there's more images. But then we have a bunch of other ships. I don't see the Onyx Cinder in here. Again, I could be going blind, but we have another ship here. I don't know which one that is. I can't recall off the top of my mind. But if we go check it out, if you enhance Jarvis, enhance please. You see again the frigate, the Silvo. This guy, Jod, whatever you want to call him. That's his ship right there. Are we going to be getting something that maybe CG didn't talk to us about? And that is maybe a pirate fleet down the road. The problem is this ship that John, Silvo, Brutus, Brutus is the wolf guy. That's Wolf Boy here, right? There's a Brutus on your ship. He's going to kick you out, so don't die. All right, anyways, that was that. I'm pretty sure that's what she was singing about, this situation here. I can't tell if this is like, it almost looks like the shape of the Profundity in a way. I just don't know if it's the size of a capital ship. Definitely not an Executor or Malevolence, anything like that. So, again, who knows? Maybe this, especially Ipping in this shot, this you could just be like, oh, it's just background art, right? Yeah, no big deal. It's just background art for the episode pass. But being in here usually means, like, these are all the marquee characters and units that we're going to be expecting. There's Hondo, Pirates. Maybe this Satisa, this is what we're going to be expecting for the next ship era. Now, it would be kind of a cool idea, a bunch of like pirate ships kind of coming together to form a fleet. Pretty interesting. Like, I kind of wanted the Mandalorian fleet after Mandalorian season, whatever it was, 3, 2, when Bo-Katan, steals the ship, and then they kind of put all these different Mandalorian ships together to compose a fleet. Cool idea, right? So maybe if people are complaining about ships, maybe this is what you're going to be getting down the road. I think you can get another, there we go, another zoomed in image of it. So again, Silva, again, it's showing up in so many different interesting ways. So keep your eyes peeled. Maybe there's more to this pirate stuff. If you wanted ships, maybe this is what we'll get. I don't know why we don't have Red 5. I mean, it's cool that they're going to be exploring this stuff, but Red 5, how is Red 5 still not in this game? I don't know. And then, of course, we have some great close-up images of our boy Quiggled. Let's freaking go. Kit looks pretty darn cool. I think this, out of all the pirates, this is probably the one that people are most excited about. A clone plus pirate. Kind of a sick combo. Please, CG, can you put a 501st in clone tag? Who am I kidding? It's going to be like, it's going to basically say at the very first line, if Kit is with all, whatever, if Kix is with all pirates, do the following. So basically, they should just do it at that point. Just, if they just add a line, if he's not with pirates, don't activate the Kit. They already basically do that with Depa Balaba, for example. So people are excited about that. Really excited for Kix. Again, it's going to be interesting exploring all these different elements and pirates that we're going to get. And oh yeah, I forgot. This is I'm pretty sure that image is the Silvo's pirate frigate that we see right here. Does it like show dimensions on this thing here? With 185 meters, 237 meters. Let me see. What's one of the smaller what about, how big is the Negotiator? Let's see. I'm just curious. So 185, 237. 185 oh, okay. Well, I broke it apparently. Oops. Okay. Let's see if I can find it here. Let's see. All right, here we go. Negotiator. How big is this? Does it give us some metrics here? Let's see. It doesn't give me any dimensions on this either, unfortunately. Well, let's see. Venator class Star Destroyer. Maybe we'll get some metrics here. Ooh, here we go. Definitely bigger. Definitely bigger here. 548, 268, and then what do we say that this was over here? Let's see. Yeah, 185, 237. 185, 237. It's about the same. It's about a similar height, it looks like, but definitely width-wise, little bit smaller. A little bit smaller, it looks like. So I don't know. Something to keep in mind. Yeah, definitely. It's like almost like a tenth of the. No, that's about a fifth of the size, right? Yeah, more like maybe almost half. I don't know. It's kind of in that ballpark. So anyways, I'm kind of getting a little too into the weeds right now of it all, trying to see if maybe a wild frigate's going to show up. So if you're bummed that we aren't getting any ships, it has been a long time. It really feels like CG really eased off the gas pedal for ships. Good and bad reasons for it, for us as players. You might be getting something, and there might be some more that they aren't telling us. Who knows? Maybe this is going to happen after Hondo. Because keep in mind, sometimes the capital ship of the year and the Galactic Legend are in close proximity to one another. But man, if they're gonna have a ship soon, they better start dropping stuff now. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up today. A lot of stuff going on. I wish you guys the best of luck on your Order 66 of. Again, check out the video if you have not already on all the tips and tricks I put out there. A lot of different solo teams, other man teams, good teams of that nature. And I want to thank you guys so much for spending time with me this week. Wow, what a busy week. It was great hanging out with all of you guys in the Master Windu stuff, you know, the Order 66, all the Grand Arena stuff. Gosh dang, anytime I can hang out with you guys. I guess while you leave that like and you're commenting down below and all that stuff, I guess you could really make me say how it's great to be in the Empire today.